start the recording. I already have somebody with their hand up.
Well, let me call the roll.
Okay, let me make sure this is on here.
Thanks, Mayor.
Okay.
There's Armando down the southeast corner of the screen.
Okay, Mayor, whenever you're ready.
Call the roll, please.
Mayor Bain,
I'm here.
Vice Mayor Loeb,
Here.
Councilman Best,
Present.
Councilwoman Mitchell,
Here.
Councilman Petrolanda.
Here.
Okay, we'll start with the invocation. Councilman Petrolanga.
Yes, help us work together to encourage each other to excel so we may challenge each other to reach higher and further, to grow and learn from each other in a process of serving others and become the best we can. Amen.
Amen.
Please stand for a pledge. All right, we ready?
Yes.
I pledge
Pledge
allegiance
Pledge
allegiance
allegiance to the
to the
flag
flag
Of
the United States
of America and
and
to the republic
Republic
for which it stands, one
one
nation,
nation,
under
Under
God,
God,
indivisible,
indivisible,
with liberty
with liberty
and justice for all.
and justice for all.
We got to coordinate that better.
No, Bill, that was good.
It's all over the place. All right, we're going to no agenda. Under number 3, we go to number 4, awards and presentations, none. We go to number 5, open forum. Do we have anybody speak on open forum?
Yes, we do, sir. Let me.
Good.
Okay, the person with the phone number ending in 116, you're unmuted.
Erica, anything happening?
Nothing's happening.
Gotcha.
You
On
want
my
to-
stream, it shows that she's muted. Or he.
George, mine says not.
Yeah, mine says they're muted too.
It does.
Hold on.
Is there anybody else that wants to speak besides that one?
Let me make the announcement and see. Okay. So any person who would like to make a public comment at this time, please dial 305-805-5151, input the meeting ID 863-9512-4146, followed by the pound sign. There's no participant ID, press the pound sign again. If you would like to raise your hand, please do so through your telephone by dialing *9, and you will be called upon. For some reason, I cannot unmute this person.
Maybe they muted themselves.
Yeah, I think so.
Let them know.
Let me see if I can message them or put them in the waiting room for now. I can't. Oh, there we go. Let me admit them again.
Erica, they showed up as unmuted for just a moment when they re-entered.
They did? Okay. Yeah, now they have their hand lowered. So
Why don't we just unmute them and ask if they wish to speak? Because looks like they rejoined.
I'm trying to unmute them, and on my end, I can't.
Okay, so we'll go forward. If they get unmuted, then we'll let them in to talk. Anybody else that would like to speak?
Anyone else that would like to speak, please dial *9.
think all 1-6 raised their hand again, Erica.
Yeah. Heidi, can you see if you can unmute them?
I'm able to lower their hand, and when I press on unmute,
Okay.
are you able to send them a message via the chat?
Let's see, I'm doing it right now. I think they left the meeting, so
Okay. But anybody
They-
else?
nobody at this time. If they come in again, I'll let you know.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna close the open forum.
Okay.
And again, we'll see how it goes down the road here. Because of the way this is, we'll see what happens. Okay, so we go to 6, approve the council minutes. We got A, June 22nd, 2020, regular meeting. B, 6B, June 29th, 2020 meeting, special meeting. And 6C, July 23rd, 2020, special meeting. I entertain a motion.
Motion to approve.
Do I get a second?
Second,
Call a vote.
Vice Mayor Lowe,
Aye.
Councilman Best.
He's
Councilwoman,
muted.
yeah.
Aye.
Councilwoman Mitchell,
Yes.
Councilman Petrolanda,
yes.
Mayor Bain.
Yes, we go to 7, reports on boards and commission. We have none. Public hearing, none. We go to consent agenda. Does anybody have any problem to pull any of these consent agenda items off before we go forward?
Through the chair, motion to move all of it.
All right,
Second,
okay, we want to read them off?
Let us read them into the record first.
I
Okay,
was
sir.
going to do that, manager.
Okay.
I'm sure
Give me an
the mayor
opportunity
would
to
do
do it.
that.
Yes, please give me the opportunity to do that. Go ahead, read them into the record.
This is a recommendation by the police department that council waive the competitive bid process and approve an expenditure to Westward Partners LLC in the amount of $20,280 for building rental, as these funds qualify for the expenditure from the Police Law Enforcement Trust Fund pursuant to the city code and pursuant to the contract renewal provided by the city's existing contract agreement for a 12-month period.
Go ahead,
I'll
B.
read them. This is a recommendation by the police department that council approve an expenditure to Loxia Technologies as a sole source provider in an amount of $5,874.50 for a customized backup system and related software license needed to back up police dispatch records stored at the data center shared with the Medley Police Department pursuant to the city's code. And then lastly, is a recommendation by the Elderly Services that council approve an expenditure in amount not to exceed $120,220.39 to J.C. White Architectural Interior Products, utilizing 3 piggyback contracts for certain product types as follows on the state contract GSA price list 425001-12-1 for the spec products, the state of Florida contract Hayworth contract number 5612000-19-ACS for the Hayworth products, and the Omnia Partners National IPA and U.S. Communities Co-ops per Region 4 ESC contract R142213 for the Carolina and the OFS products for purchasing furniture, desks, chairs, and tables to furnish our new senior center facility as funds were budgeted in the fiscal year 1920 senior center construction project.
Okay.
You got a motion, sir. You got
Got
a
a first
motion.
and second, call a vote.
Vice Mayor Lowe,
Aye.
Councilman Best,
Aye.
Councilwoman Mitchell,
Yes.
Councilman Petrolanda,
Yes.
Mayor Bain.
Yes. We go on to 10A, old business. This is discussion. Councilman
Yes,
Jim Cottle.
yes, Mayor and Council. Staff requests discussion on a more permanent memorial to former Councilman Jim Cardle. As you know, Councilman Cardle spent many years of service to his community. He was involved in Parks and Recreation as well as our golf course. Some of the ideas we have come up with in the past included street naming the gym inside the community center, and naming some section of the golf course. We also discussed naming one of the 3 fields of the city, but we understand that all those are already named, mainly Stafford Park, Prince Field, and PB Dove Park. At a prior meeting, council requested that staff communicate with council members to come up with different options for honoring Mr. Cardle. Below are some of the ideas that I received from council. Councilwoman Mitchell recommended naming part of Westwood Drive between Apache and Chippewa as Jim Cardle Way. Councilman Best recommended renaming Prince Field the James D. Cardle Sports Complex. Also attached to your packet is an email we received from the Cardle family with 2 recommendations for council to consider. And I'm glad to see the Cardle family is here today. Their 2 recommendations basically is the one of them is the one proposed by Councilwoman Mitchell, which is renaming part of Westwood Drive. The second one that they had is renaming the community center, the Jim Cardle Recreation Center. So the Cardle family is here. You want to hear from them, or you have any questions for them?
I would like to hear from them.
Well, Bob, yeah, we appreciate, again, we're just honored that you would consider this for Jim. Any of those things that you recommended would be great for us. You know, over this time period of about a month since we presented to you all last time, I asked some of the city leaders that you know knew my dad and his contributions, and those were 2 of the things that most people recommended was somehow or another, either the recreation complex or, like you said, Bob, the field. You know, I know that in the last, we wanted to be respectful of people that was already named after, and so that was kind of, for us, you know, we're happy with that. That would be great. The only thing that in passing, I noticed on Curtis Parkway there, you guys in the past had talked about, had named that Reverend Pastor Schmidt Way. And I just thought, like Maria Mitchell said, that street that divides the rec center from the field between Apache and I don't know the other street there, right there on Westwood, just that one little block.
Chippewa, I think.
Chippewa. It's just representative because Jim had influence on both sides of that street over the years with a lot of different things. And I just, it just, to us, to the family, it just means a lot that it would be, you know, the way Jim Cardle Way, the way he did it was play hard and have fun. That's what his motto was. So we like that. I think it's simple for the city. It's a sign, the street sign. It's not that complex, and I don't think it offends anybody. And it's not as big a deal. So that's kind of where we landed. And that's why my son Jacob here did a Photoshop of the pasture.
Through the chair, if the family is fine with that, I would agree with Councilman Mitchell that would be satisfactory in my view. But I always remember, and Billy would appreciate this, Jim always loved baseball.
Yeah.
Yes, he did. And I want you all to know, I'm holding Jim's picture so that he can see the council tonight and be a part of it. I don't want you to forget what he looks like.
Judy.
He's a very handsome man.
Yes, he is.
The only other update we have is that I do want to announce to the council that we did form the Coach Cardle Cares Foundation. We have it incorporated. We have a tax ID number. My son Jacob's going to run it, be part of his program, and our mission with the Coach Cardle Cares Foundation is to give back through recreation to the city of Miami Springs. So we're gonna do a lot of different things that we can to support kids that can't afford to be part of the programs and or help with city projects wherever we can with the dollars that are raised. So looking forward to contributing to the cities in my dad's name.
Thanks, Chris.
If there's agreement to vote on the street naming of the Chippewa, I'll entertain a motion.
You got a motion, sir.
I'll
Second,
second it.
Have a second?
Second it.
Call the vote.
Maria can second it.
She did.
Oh, actually, I seconded it first, but
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
but it was
Oh,
her
that's-
thought. Though. It was
that's
her
why,
thought.
that's why
I defer to you.
It doesn't
I
matter.
took back my
He
second.
made,
Call the vote.
Vice Mayor Loeb,
Aye.
Councilman Best,
aye.
Councilwoman Mitchell,
Yes.
Councilman Petrolanda,
Yes,
Mayor Bain.
Yes. We gotta go
Nice
through.
job. Nice job, Kettle.
Thank you so much. Thank
Nice
you.
job.
Appreciate it.
nice job. Congratulations.
Thank you, Paul.
Thank you.
All right, we gotta go through the
back.
county. We gotta go through the county and the commissioner's office to go through the proper procedure. What's it take, maybe, how long, Erica, you think?
Like a month.
A month or so,
Yeah,
yeah.
and then because in a month, maybe things will be cleared up, and in a month, since it's outside, maybe there can be some kind of a ceremony
Oh,
versus,
wonderful.
versus driving by in a car and getting a rose.
Through the chair, I would welcome that.
Okay, so I hope it
Thank
works
you so
out.
much.
Okay,
Thank you so
congratulations.
much. We
Take care.
appreciate your.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Erica, somebody raised their hand.
Yes,
so-
I see that. There's David's iPhone. I'm gonna be unmuting you right now.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello?
Yeah.
Yes, now we hear you, yes.
Okay, finally, I tried calling through the phone and that was, it wasn't working, so the Zoom app worked. My name is David Guerra. I live in 241 Raynette Drive, and I'm calling to speak against the raising of the millage rate. I'm against raising the millage rate because the taxable value in Miami Springs alone increased from 2019 this year, raised by 5.4%. A total taxable value increase of over $67 million. Amongst that, besides the raise of the taxable value, people's assessments increased by 2.3% this year on homesteaded properties. We've had record sales of homes and we've had record sales of commercial properties. Everybody within the citizens of Miami Springs, our home values are being hampered by these constant millage rate increases that we keep getting. And especially this year and probably next year, the citizens alone are going to have to budget themselves more. And I think the city should follow along with the citizens, because this is going to hamper our home values by the high millage rates. Just to give you guys a couple examples, the average home sale of about $400,000 pays more than over $2,000 comparable just on the municipality tax alone. Miami Springs pays over $2,000 more in taxes just in the city compared to Miami Lakes. $1,000 more than Medley, $1,000 more than BG, $1,000 more than Hialeah Gardens, $2,100 more than Doral, $800 more than Coral Gables, $500 more than Hialeah, and $1,400 more than Sweetwater. These are all nearby communities, and this is why I'm talking against the increase of the millage rate.
Through the chair, can I respond?
No,
Can I?
I think that
I can't respond, or can I?
no, because his statement will go over it. And plus we have a budget meeting this Monday coming.
Of course we do.
And the manager can come face with us, and he can listen in on the meeting at Monday at 6 o'clock. And the manager can go ahead and analyze what he has said and have legitimate answers and no speculation.
Okay, thank you, Mayor. Thanks.
Okay?
Thanks, Dave,
And
for
thanks-
calling in.
Yeah, and thanks
All
for
right.
calling in and getting in there. I appreciate your call. Thank you.
Thank you guys very much. You know, I come prepared. I actually work for the property appraiser's office, so I have these numbers, at hand whenever possible.
You
So
got
do
it.
we, So do we, David.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Anybody else?
I don't see anybody else with their hands up, sir.
Okay, well, as we go through, if anybody wants to speak, I know it's a little different than we have when person to person, but if they're calling in, we'll give them the opportunity. We go to 11A, a resolution.
This is a resolution of the Mayor and City Council of the City of Miami Springs, Florida, approving a federally funded subaward and grant agreement with the Florida Department of Emergency Management for the reimbursement of expenses incurred due to the novel coronavirus disease 2019, COVID-19, providing for authorization, providing for an effective date. This is just to give me approval to sign the agreement so we can get FEMA funding for some of the COVID expenses we've encountered since March 1st, going through December 31st of this year.
Motion to move, sir.
Second.
Second it.
Call the
I
vote.
think George got it.
That's all right.
No problem.
No, Maria, I know.
Nope.
No, it's very important, this vote.
Call the vote.
And
Vice,
discussion, Mayor, I just wanted to thank William and his staff that we're one of the few cities that I know just really, pursues the FEMA funding as soon as possible. There are a lot of cities that are still waiting for IRMA reimbursements just because they don't fill in all the paperwork properly. They don't submit it on a timely basis. And thanks to William and his staff, our city always gets reimbursed by FEMA in a very timely basis.
Maria, you're spot on.
Any other comments? Call the vote, please.
Vice Mayor Loeb,
Aye.
Councilman Best,
Aye.
Councilwoman Mitchell,
Yes.
Councilman Petrolano,
Yes.
Mayor Bain.
Yes, we go to 11B, a resolution.
This is a resolution of the Mayor and City Council of the City of Miami Springs, Florida, expressing opposition to a proposed county ordinance relating to permit fees and other requirements for work on county right-of-way, providing for transmittal and providing for an effective date. On June 2nd of 2020, the County Board of Commissioners heard a first reading of an ordinance amending section 2.103.1 and 2-103.4 of the county code that would prohibit municipalities from charging any fees, imposing requirements, or requiring permits for work on any county road or county maintained rights of way or easements within the municipalities. If the ordinance is adopted by the board, the county will be able to permit and authorize work on county roadways within the city that has not been properly coordinated with the city, giving rise to instances where county contractors will negatively impact city maintained rights of way. As you know, many cities are opposing this, and they're issuing similar resolutions to the county, so that the county, and at the reading on June 2nd, the county deferred this ordinance, so it's probably going to come back at some point, but we want to make sure that we're on board with the other cities opposing this, because we want the county to let us know whenever there's any work being done on any of the county roads, whether it's Curtis Parkway or Royal Poinciana, that they coordinate with us and with police as far as traffic, potential impact to other residents and things of that nature. So we recommend.
Through the chair, motion to move, and he's quite right.
Absolutely. I second it.
Call the vote.
Vice Mayor Loeb,
Aye.
Councilman Best,
Aye.
Councilwoman Mitchell,
Yes.
Councilman Petrolano,
Yes.
Mayor Bain.
Yes, we go to,
Mayor, before we go on, I'm sorry to interrupt. This is Heidi.
Hi, Heidi. Hi, Heidi.
Hi, Mayor and Council. Good evening. I have been trying to work with Erica to correct our technical issues that we were experiencing earlier, and I've tried calling into the meeting, and I'm unable to get in. I'm getting a busy signal.
Really?
This presents a unique issue that unfortunately we have not experienced before, but it is an issue that under state law, I have to advise you that we should defer the meeting or take a recess to try to correct the issue.
Oh,
Where we will have to continue the meeting to another date due to the fact it's effectively as though we have gathered you all in a room, locked the door, and not allowed the public in.
but Haiti, we have had people calling in.
But the number
Including the Cottle family.
I understand, but the number that we've put out for the public to join the meeting, they're unable to do so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but this
How-
meeting,
how
I
was the
think
last?
I think there's a glitch that people who are calling using the Zoom app on their cell phones.
Mhm.
I think that's how the Cottle family was able to join, and I think that's how the gentleman who provided the comment earlier was able to join. But
So they did it right. So they did it right and nobody else did. And that's why we got to defer the meeting. What?
Well, there's different ways to call in, right? And
well,
Yeah,
the-
thanks, Maria.
told
Thanks
been
for bringing that up.
But-
Heidi, you know, I'm
but-
on my phone and on the screen because I'm having trouble, but I think my computer with the audio. So that's why I show up twice on the screen, because I'm watching it on my screen, but I'm actually calling in on my phone.
Yeah,
Right.
but you know what? But
But-
you know what, you guys, you know what? I had that problem too at 5:30 and I worked on it for 30 minutes and I finally got it right. So, I mean, what are we doing here?
but Heidi, isn't it, okay, I understand they can't speak, within the open forum. I mean, right now, we're not speak, they could speak on an item too, and I understand that. But I don't like the way you just say it like this is in a room by ourselves when it's being Zoomed and people could hear us and see us right now. They just can't talk to us. Is that correct?
No, because they don't know how. Mayor, I
Wait,
agree with
no,
you.
Mayor.
Wait, I want Heidi to answer. We're not, you make it seem like we're doing this in a room and nobody else can hear us. That's not true. They can't communicate through to us, but they can watch us and hear us. Otherwise, they wouldn't be trying to call in.
no,
That's
Mayor,
correct, sir.
that's not the case. If somebody is trying to watch,
No,
listen.
that's
to-
not what I asked you. That's not what I asked you.
I'm
I want to
answering the question,
clarify.
Mayor.
Here's what I asked you. People can see us right now and listen to this meeting. Is that correct?
Yes.
Some people can, Mayor. Is that
What-
right? Heidi?
I don't understand. I'm asking the attorney a question, not anybody else. Can people see us in this meeting?
I don't know if people can see you in this meeting. What I
Well,
know.
then how did
What I
the
know,
Cottle
Mayor,
family?
is that people who are trying to call in cannot even hear the
That-
meeting.
That isn't what I asked. You're acting like we're hiding this. You're giving the presentation that we're hiding this meeting from people, and we're not.
No, Mayor,
You
that's
can
certainly
zoom.
not
You
the
can zoom and
intent.
watch us. I just want to clarify that you're doing this because people can't get in to talk to us. Is that correct?
Because they can't get in to speak to you and they cannot hear the meeting. If someone is trying to listen to the meeting, they cannot do so.
Let her finish.
There
Let
are
her
some
finish.
people.
All right,
who
then
are
let's.
able to
Then
follow-
I asked the city clerk. Okay, can we go ahead and take a recess for
Yes.
15 minutes? And
Yes.
then, all right, we'll recess for
15
15
minutes.
minutes.
I'm
we'll-
coordinating with George to make sure the connections between Zoom and our number provided is correct. So with that, hopefully it'll fix it. If
All right.
not, I will
We'll
let
be
you know.
back. We'll be back on at 6:45.
Really, you're more
Thank you.
liberal than I thought you were.
Why you say that? It's nothing to do
I just
about.
did.
I
Because
don't
I
know.
just did.
Okay.
I said because I just did.
All right.
Thank you for that.
All right.
Maria, you're on twice. I see two.
Because I'm having the same problem.
Oh, okay.
I'm having the
Okay.
same problem that Heidi's talking about. I can participate on my video, but I can't hear you, so I've called in. So I'm using my
Okay.
laptop and my phone. And if someone
Okay.
doesn't have a phone available, then what Heidi's saying is true. All they can do is see your faces. Like I would see your voices, your mouths moving, but I can't hear you. I'm able to do it
Okay.
because I'm using two devices.
This is the
Okay.
busy signal that the public is getting if they're trying to call into our meeting.
Okay.
All right, we're going to
15
be back at 6:45. We're
15
going to be
minutes?
back.
Thank you,
we're-
Mayor.
After this
Okay.
word from Lever Brothers.
And then if we can,
3 people called that they can hear you.
now 3 people just called my wife and said they can hear us perfectly on their computer.
Okay, well, no, hold on. And the Coddles as well.
Grace, on
And the
their computer.
Coddles.
Grace.
I believe the Coddles had the link to.
Madam Clerk.
Erica, we have a person on with the last number 887.
Yes, and I tried to unmute them and I cannot do that. It won't let me.
Okay.
Let's
okay.
give them
So
the 15 minutes to work on it.
Let's-
Yes, if you give us a few minutes and
Exactly, Maria.
try to troubleshoot, we'll.
Exactly.
Okay, be back at
Exactly.
6:45, everybody.
Thank
Be
you.
back with you, sir.
Just for your information, that's 3 people that are listening to us on their computer, not on their phone.
Thank you, Mayor.
Wow. All right, so what do we do? What do we do for 15 minutes?
Bob, go have a beer.
I probably ought to, right? No, I should make a drink, actually.
I'm gonna pause. I don't know if I should pause the YouTube
Pause it
or.
all.
We're gonna
Okay,
stop your
okay.
video.
This is not,
Oh my God.
Pause it all.
Yeah, and Erica,
For
why don't
heaven's
we
sakes.
stop the recording for now? since
This
we're
is-
in recess?
There, that stopped. Let
Stop,
me
okay.
get,
Okay.
okay, it stopped. It stopped. Thanks, Erica. So 15 minutes, right?
Yes.
So what do we do in 15 minutes?
We're trying to fix
Yeah,
the
we just-
issue.
I
Yeah,
understand
so
the
that-
issue, Katie. I understand that. But can we leave our thing like what it is?
Yeah,
And
we'll stop your video and we're gonna mute your audio, and when we're ready to come back, we'll bring you back in.
Okay, thanks.
Make sure you mute me.
Yeah, Billy, I'm sure they will.